Okay, so let me start from what I finished at my last video, and that was how I immigrated here. I found that I was applicable for work and travel visa, and I started to apply for the employees in Canada, which were hotels, because as I used to say, I was a receptionist in the hotel, and basically I was just writing emails to all the hotels I could find all over Canada, asking them if they would need a foreign worker from Ukraine. That I have English, I have experience working in hotel, so if they would hire me, probably they would pay me a smaller wages than a Canadian employee would request, so that was my bet. And after applying for a week or two like that, I started getting answers. So my first reply was from Edmonton. If you know, this is the city in Alberta, and the guy was writing that yes, he would consider employing me, but then when I had correspondence with him, I realized that although he was a CEO of a big hotel in Edmonton, he was not serious about my employment. So I just cut it off and I continued searching. And my second reply was from the hotel which actually hired me, and they made not work and travel visa, they made me a foreign workers visa with a labor market opinion, which I will explain you in the next videos what means. So I got an email from him asking when I will be available, what is my experience, and when we started corresponding, I realized that the guy was serious. He was a manager in that hotel. He really employed a lot of foreign workers already, and he was searching for more because that was in a very small city in a very cold area of Canada. It was actually in Grande Prairie, which is north of Alberta, and they had problems employing Canadian people there because the salary was too small for Canadians, and having worked there at reception for a week or two, they just changed job for somebody who was paying $2 more per hour. But once they employed us, we were committed to work at that place for 2 years. So when he sent me a job offer, finally, I read those conditions through and I agreed to them. Yeah, the salary was not a big one. It was only $13.75 per hour, which was ridiculous. But me, being a Ukrainian and not knowing how to get to Canada, I would consider it for sure. So I said for him, okay, go ahead, and proceed with my paperwork. Then he applied for LMO, which was labor market opinion. As I told you, I will explain what does it mean in my next videos. This LMO process took him 2 months. After that, he sent me LMO, which was part of my application package. I also passed my English test, which was IELTS. Collected other documents which are very basic, like your high school diploma, your university diploma, your employee certificate, and a bunch of others. And I submitted it all to the Canadian Embassy. After a few months, I got my visa ready. So as you can see, everything is possible. You just have to have a desire, determination, English language knowledge, at least a basic one, and then you should search for the programs that are applicable for you, that are suitable for you. If, for example, you are from a rich family, if your parents can afford paying for your education here, then the process will take even a shorter time, and you will have much less problems than people like me have, who don't have money and have to figure out how to do it without them. So yeah, this is my second part of the video and basically how I get to Canada.